G'day everyone. Barkarati is now brought to you by Disruptor Marine Marketing, using AI to help your marine business grow. And our friends at Radix Nutrition, the most technically comprehensive nutrition products ever to exist. Unlock your potential with Radix. G'day listeners, welcome to Barkarati the Sailing Podcast. My name is Jordan Spencer. It's that time of the week where we get to hang out with some really cool sailors. But of course, I have to share the mic with a couple of my idiot mates. So first off, let's welcome Mr. Brett Perry.
Greetings, exalted one.
BP.
Well, you know it's going to be a good show when the guests are laughing before you even get started. And we haven't said anything.
Well, you know...
How are you, mate? To be honest, I'm absolutely buggered, but how are you?
You guys all look tired. Like it's everyone that's on the show tonight has been sailing Hamo this week, and it's been full bore by the looks of it, and it looks like the souls have been sucked out of every guest. So
no, that was just last night.
Yeah, it's just last night.
No, it wasn't. We were all very well behaved, to be honest, but I've got to say, Hamilton Island Race Week 2026 turned it on. The first few days were, well, let's just put, for want of a better word, pretty brutal. But it sort of got nice towards the end, and the brochure pictures were out on the last day, so that was good. Yeah. But it was a full-on regatta.
Cool. Well, let's bring in the standard.
You guys know how it's hard to be friends with me because I'm so awesome?
Stacey Jackson.
You know how many people came up to me at Hamo this week? It's like, standard.
She said sadly, she raised the bar. She's setting the standard.
Sadly, I didn't really set the standard this week in the Super 40s, but we had a good old battle anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's a big week. There looks like there's been plenty happening. We're going to come back to Hamo, I think, later on in the broadcast. Every sailor in the world is tied up sailing at the moment, so it'll be a ton of fun. And I'm guessing you and BP went head to head.
Yeah, once again, I didn't quite get the same advantage that we had in the Pac Cup of a boat being twice as big, but so we had to work a bit harder for it this week. But it was good fun racing against the Super 40 class. Was fantastic. So we'll tell you more about that later.
Yeah, we will talk a little bit more about it later, but it was it doesn't get any easier as the older you get. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to bring our guests in. We've got 3 guests, so this will be full bore.
A challenge.
It'll be a challenge. I'm hoping for a brother-sister fight. That's is one of the things I'm looking forward to. But so we've got the youth. We've got the future of our sport. We've got some youngsters who are just foil and fuck around, I guess, is probably
what?
You never hear me say that. You never hear me say that word. So you know,
I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked that is. I think you're going to have to beep that one out. The love of sailing is what we're talking about, and very talented, obviously, coming up through the youth class, winning lots of championships. So I don't know how we could do that. One guest is had standout performances. I think second female at the Wasp Games recently. So that's Mina Ferguson. Our Youth America's Cup skipper, starboard helm. Sticker.
Jack Ferguson.
Are you okay?
I've had a hard week.
Hey, we've had the big week. Hey,
it's us.
You're meant to keep it together today.
And another champion young female sailor who will be going head-to-head to Stacey at the international women's event, India Gilbert. So we have 3 of you here and absolutely joyous to have you. So welcome to Barkarati.
Thank you very much for having me again, actually.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I can't say that this is my second time like Jackery, but no, definitely stoked to be here, that's for sure.
So Jack was the male voice, just in case you guys are trying to work it.
So we talked the other day about the husband and wife combo. Is this our first brother-sister?
It actually is our first brother-sister, yes.
Is it really? Wow.
There we go.
Do you guys get on?
You can ask Jack that one. No, definitely. Yeah, we have our moments like any sibling duo, but
having spent the week on board with all three of them, it was very almost calming for me, because it was that I actually was able to let them go in the end, because they were all damn good bloody sailors, to be honest.
It's the future. That's good. All right. So I guess Jack and Mina, you guys know each other.
Indeed.
India, how's the relationship here? Are you guys close?
I'd say we're all pretty close. Yeah. I've known both of them for quite a few years.
Any extra detail that we need?
I'm dating Jack, and I'm really good friends with Mina too.
There we go.
We're quite
close. We need that detail for the audience. There's a reason we did that. So we've got brother, sister, we've got boyfriend, girlfriend, we've got sister-in-law thing coming. We've got all the familial interactions that we can pull out of this, right? Okay. So just that opens up the whole conversation. Who's the best sailor out of the three of you?
BP.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Do you want me to answer? I can answer.
Yeah.
No.
Go on, BP, or you.
The three of them are extremely talented, as I said earlier, and it's a pleasure to go sailing with talent, and that's basically it. You know, like they're also on big boats. They're coming from a dinghy background, and the big boat is a whole new world for them. So you know, it's the loads, the way things happen. It's all completely new in that aspect. So, Stace, it's really good to see, and I'm sure you appreciate it.
I've actually noticed this week there was a nice representation from the youth sailors around. We had a couple of young guys on our boat too, so I think it's like we're going to talk shortly about the women's sailing and how strong that's going to be, but I think the next generation coming through really strong, and I think BP, you and we've got to lift our game a little bit here.
No, I think the key is to sail with them and just sit at the back and do the lazy runner.
let them do the hard work.
That's it.
BP, you were doing plenty on our boat. You got to toot your own horn as well.
Yeah,
100%.
well, I don't like to sort of talk myself up.
Don't encourage that.
You know I don't. You know I don't, boys and girls.
Right. We'll talk you up.
Okay, so let's just all three of you. We'll just go through. So for Jack and Mina first, like sailing family, how'd you get into sailing?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to go. So, Mum and Dad basically enrolled Jack and I into a course. I was 8, Jack was 9, and just down at Northbridge Sailing Club. And it was kind of just a weekend sport for us, like on a Sunday. And Jack absolutely loved it, like right from the get-go. I mean, he can speak for himself, but that's what I saw. I, on the other hand, hated it. I was playing a few other sports at the time, and I just didn't want to be there. It didn't make sense to me. Like all the other sports that I played kind of transferred across, like they're all, hand-eye coordination, maybe throwing a ball or something like that. But Mum and Dad did not want to drop us off at 2 different spots on a Sunday, which is very fair in hindsight. But so I basically just got forced into it because of Jack. And then, we just after I'd say a year of me honestly just having tantrums, I eventually grew up a little bit, learned how to sail, and then I was like, okay, now I can race. This is a lot more fun. So that's how, we both got into it. But growing up, we're always on the water, always around boats. Anything to add, Jack?
Yeah, it was awesome to start at Northbridge. It was like a volunteer-run club just in the side of a hill and, up in Middle Harbour in Sydney. And, I think that really nurtured our love for the sport from the beginning, at least for me. But, we still look back at that place with very fond memories before we kind of went off chasing performance and other sailors to compare ourselves against kind of thing.
And India, for you, how was that?
My parents don't actually sail, so I learnt at Northbridge as well. But I learnt because my parents got drunk with my family friend who was the treasurer at Northbridge. And I hated sailing at first, but then I wanted to do it because my sister was really bad at it, and I wanted to do a different sport to her because we did everything the same. So then I kept sailing, but I hated racing up until I was like 15, and I used to sail off the course because I hated it so much.
So you like the dolphins and going out and doing all the sort of angelic things.
Yeah, we like started like a fun sailors club, and we'd sail off the course and we'd like go and have picnics. Which is the most fun ever.
That is awesome. And as a coach, if you're coaching young kids, you've got to encourage that behaviour, because you've got to enjoy the sport. That is awesome. What'd you call it? The
Fun Sailors Club.
I love that.
No lame sailors allowed.
Yeah. No championships here. No championships here group.
India, I came through the same path as you. My brother was quite good at sailing when we learnt to sail, and I was the younger sister, so I just had to try and beat him at everything we did. So 20 years later, I'm still doing it, and he gave up about a month after we started learning. So
that was the same with my sister.
It's a bright future you have.
What about the Fergusons? Was there a competitive edge between you two?
Yeah, absolutely from the beginning. But, I always knew deep down that I was the dominant Ferguson.
That's crazy work. No way.
It was great learning, growing up sailing with Mina and the Opti all the way through. And there's plenty of good times and sometimes where, we butted horns a bit. But it's been great and pushed us both. Yeah,
I mean, when you sail on board with them, there's also this between all three. There's like they've known each other for so long. It's kind of like it just happens, So it's really quite cool once they got their, eye in, if you like. So it was good fun.
I got to ask, and this is completely inappropriate. You can tell me to piss off if you want, but we got to ask. So who made the move between Jack and India? Hey.
Don't put this on the air, but I was actually best friends with Mina for years.
I love it. This is go on.
Well, things slowly kind of like heated up. We all started by getting ice cream together, a big friend group, and we'd go from
at the Fun Sailing Club.
Yeah. We'd all go help on the car and go to Manly and get ice cream of a summer evening. And every now and then, someone would just drop off and, I can't make it tonight. And then it was Mina, India and I at some point, and then Mina dropped off, and then it was just India and I going for ice cream. And sure enough, that eventually led to...
Wow.
What was that ice cream you were talking about tonight?
It's milk chocolate pretzels from Anita's.
Wow.
In Manly.
Wow.
Could you imagine eating pretzel ice cream?
No, I cannot. And I'm pretty...
Do you think that's the first plug for an ice cream shop?
Yeah.
That would be my dream sailing sponsorship and Anita's gelato sponsorship.
I'd probably audition for that team, actually.
I love it. This is fantastic, and India, I don't know if you've worked out, but probably 90% of Australian blokes rely on their younger sisters for the leads. So I don't think Jack's come out with any originality.
No comment.
Look, like it started just Jack's style, all those clothes I've handpicked. Then we go to his personality. I basically shaped that as well. So I can take credit for pretty much everything here. And I'm happy to now pass him off to someone who I love dearly too. So happy to do that.
Now this is great.
And this is why this is
some
called
of the
Bar
best
Karate, the family show.
This is some of the best interviewing ever. This is a great story, and it's good to see. So good on you. I hope it. I hope it. You all stay together for a long time. That'd be good.
I think Stace touched on it a second ago as well, though, too, with the the younger generation coming through, that they. Like the guys on First Light, is that what it's called again? First Light, and the guy, all of the, Highly Sprung, and all of the guys and girls that are sailing on these boats are all genuinely great kids. And I think that sailing has definitely done that because they've got the the leadership, they've got the team, working skills, they've got all of this stuff, and they're just good kids, and it's just great to see.
Sure, I love it. The bringing the future through is one of the things, and sounds like there's plenty of spots on TP52s at the moment, and some of the larger boats, and I've seen quite a few of the young lads and lasses that I know getting rides up there, so that's pretty cool. Probably none of them can afford to buy a drink or get a meal on Hamo. That's probably the only thing.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
I can't either.
I'm still here. I couldn't even afford a flight.
Yeah, I got to take the bloody boat home.
So one of the things about the sport is we still haven't got that equality for opportunities for women, and I'm interested. Maybe this is. Actually, it applies to all three of you because you're all intertwined. Do you look at the opportunities each other gets? Did any of you get jealous, or you're excited for the other? It's not as easy for women. There's not as many opportunities, and so I'm interested how you guys view that relationship. Like, do you get jealous of, what some of the things Jack gets to do, or is Jack jealous of what you guys get to do?
No, I think it's absolute excitement and joy for each other when opportunities arise. It's really cool that when any of us are in a position to seize one of those opportunities, and you got to also rely on the support of those around you. So yeah, between us three, it's super important for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's just happy for all of us whenever something comes up, and always there to support each other and help each other get better as well.
Yep. Stacey's at position number 4 tonight.
She's now lying on the bed.
It's been super windy, guys. I haven't got you to my side like these three do. Just going to do a couple of little yoga poses here and I'll be good.
Yeah, well, so one of the things at the research is I think Jack did some coaching with you. Like you got out of did you jump out of the 49er FX? Was it in the Wasp or something? And Jack came down to give you a bit of a hand because Jack's obviously been pretty dominant in the Wasp in his career.
Yeah, so just after, so this is last year, I went to the Wasp Games in Weymouth, and Jack was my coach. So he just came from the Moth Worlds, got a pretty good result there. So I will hand that to him. So he came
seventh?
spirits were high.
Did I get that right? 7th from memory? There you go.
Yep, 7th was the nod. Yep, we're sharing a microphone here, so.
So yeah, that's the first time that he has coached me at an event, and it was a part of a bigger group as well. So I think that definitely helped with the dynamic. But no, it was actually quite good. I was a bit hesitant at the start, but no, it definitely helped out 100%.
Yeah, I'm just interested, one of the things I have a theory about, and I've discussed this once or twice on the show, is that when you have families, the dinner table discussion of tactics and how you'd set up a boat, and that constant, when you've got an all passionate sailing family, you get this advantage because you've always got sounding boards to work off each other. And I'm wondering, the three of you, you're all so close, you've got a triumvirate there that you could actually, I wonder if you soundboard off each other as well. I was trying to get to prove my theory, hopefully.
Yeah, there's definitely elements of that. And I mean, over the years, my dad, my sister and I, being the real keen sailors of the family, we had our mum going, all we talk about is sailing around the dinner table. But funnily enough, she was actually racing for the first time. She was here at Hamo Race Week on a Seawind 1370. And she came home and we're sitting around the dinner table, and all of a sudden we're dead. We've had a brutal couple of days on the yacht, and mum's just chuffed, chatting about sailing the whole time, and we're like, well, this is great now. Now we can do it.
Another combo.
So, when is she getting on the Wasp?
Oh, we're yet to see it, but I'm sure Mina will be ready to coach her through that. I'll leave that one to
her. So when we talk about the youth, there's a couple of things that we're noticing, right? And
And so, and I'm being very general, just throwing you at youth because everyone's young compared to me these days. But so you can be rude back. You're welcome to. But one thing is the automatic interest in falling. So the wasp is a thing. So I want to know how early you got into falling. The other one we've noticed is that less and less the young sailors don't differentiate on sex when they're talking about their competitors. You know, that they're just competitors, which is fantastic. So I just wonder if that's something you guys agree. Like, what age did you start thinking about falling? Was it, I was always going to fall, I didn't know there was anything different, or like, you know, what age did you get into it? What time when did you start thinking about falling? Was it in the bathtub while you were 3?
Yeah, I just had my hands skimming out of the water all of a sudden when I was speaking. No, we were really fortunate because my dad used to sail moths before they were foiling against AMAC, and when AMAC was kind of thinking up the wasp, my dad got wind of it and he really liked the idea, and we were still in the Opti at the time, so it was an excuse to get him back out on the water as well. But sure enough, you know, the wasp kind of fell into our hands every now and then, and back then it was just the big rig, the 8.2. So being 40 kilo Optimus sailors, we couldn't really right the boat, but until it tipped over, we had a blast. And I remember probably would have been a year into owning the Wasp, I'd kind of figured out the straight line. It took me a while, to be fair, but I got Mina on as well. We went 2 up and we were just ripping along in a Sydney nor'easter, just, you know, both of us sitting up on the wing, and that was a cool memory.
Very cool.
How were the wipeouts?
What age was this?
Yeah, brutal, to be honest, because you kind of you fold one person over the front wing bar and the boat will kind of keep going. But
Mina, got some good memories there. What's the best stack you had?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had some really good ejects. I had one recently, actually, and it was blowing up an absolute storm. And I was in Rose Bay and there was a mark and just didn't quite, I guess, work out how big the gust was going to be as I was hitting this mark. So I had to go for the full send dive over the sail to avoid it, which was awesome. So that was a pretty good one. But yeah, like my, I guess, entry into foiling, it was a little bit slower than Jack. So even though I had the opportunity, I was sailing lasers and I was like studying hard at school, and I had other sports going on as well. So I had an initial interest. And so I would go on my annual birthday wasp sail. So it was like once a year, I was like, what do I want to do on my birthday? And I was like, yeah, I want to go for a foil. So I did that for about, 2 years, maybe 3 years. And then, I guess I just found a little bit more time, started sailing a little bit more, got really into the boat. Once I could like handle the boat handling, I guess, I started to love it. And the racing is just unmatched. There's just such a huge fleet overseas. So I've really enjoyed that.
Well, so much so you also went on to get some big results. I mean, all 3 here that we're talking to have got results in sailing, but to get out there on a wasp or on a moth for that matter, and get some of the results you're getting, it shows that you were putting in the hard yards. I actually had the privilege, Jay and Stace, of coming in the harbour one day with their father's new boat, and Mina happened to be out there on the wasp, and she was sailing alongside us, and it was pretty impressive actually. I have sailed a skiff moth before, but I could only go in a straight line. I couldn't do the turny bit.
Jack's in. Give the mic over to Jack.
I'll just add, there's one member here who has recently stepped into the world of foiling quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, I just bought a Mac 2.
Oh.
Yep. I had one I could have sold you.
Good on
Stacey,
Facebook
you have to keep
Marketplace
it.
at the moment. Yeah, keep it and we can race. Yeah, I'm really big on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought a Mac 2, but I can't tackle jibe yet. I'm very focused on the boat work, which is making me not go sailing, but then I go sailing and then I have the biggest stacks ever, but I'm loving it.
Yeah. Okay, well,
focused on the boat work, so that's splicing 3 mil line, right?
Yeah. I'm interested. So one of the step ups. So obviously, into your path has been match racing. I think 420 champion, and through the 470s into the FX, all that. So now getting sucked into the moth. Stacey's devastated, obviously, with a specially designed moth. It's never capsized that boat.
One careful lady owner. Careful's like in, princesses.
I'm interested. What's the biggest stack you guys have had? Is there one that just that was like that's the greatest stack I've ever had? Because the good thing about being young is
I reckon the greatest one was the goggles coming off his head in the
that is unreal. Our favourite moment.
That one still hurts actually.
Yeah.
No, I was out about 2 weeks ago actually on the Moth ripping downwind in a big westerly, and my wand, I had a GoPro on the bowsprit, and the wand kind of line that stops it going past 90 degrees wrapped around the GoPro, so I had full wand back, and so the main foil just went full flap down, and I was kind of tail standing on the rudder for a second, and then just did a full backflip at about 33 knots. So that took a while to recover from.
Bit of whiplash there, Jack.
There is no fear greater than watching your wand stick up, and there's this moment of peace, and then it's just going to go terribly wrong for you.
I mean, have you either India or Mina? Have you got anyone that jumps out for you guys?
I actually had a really big one the other week, and because I can't turn very well, I was in the harbour and it was taking me like so long to get back into Alara because I can't jibe.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're what we call BPing it.
Yeah. I fell out the back of the Moth, still foiling.
Oh, no.
And then I ran into some ferry wake. And so I was like out the back. Like I wasn't actually attached to the boat anymole. Like my feet were still in the straps, but I was like on top of the rudder. And then I hit the ferry wake and I got out of control. And I like full like pitch poled so hard in the Moth, like from foiling out the back and then like went around the forestay. Like...
It's unreal.
I'm just picturing it now. Yeah, it's great. Perfect. Mina, come on, tell us a story. Before we get into the gluts of the actual interview, but what's your favourite memory of the stack?
Look, I'm trying to think of some that are like just as good as, Jack and India's, but I've been pretty unscathed. I have this thing that all my friends know is that I don't really bruise. So if I do get a bruise sailing, I'm like super stoked because like that's how you know it was a big one. Or if there's like a lump and I'm like, yes, finally, we've got something to show for. But I'm just trying to think like, yeah, I've had like plenty of ejects. Probably the only like damage that I've had was when Jack was coaching me and took out my main foil tip with his coach boat. So Jack can talk about that one just before racing.
I don't even remember. But, I just want to point out, BP here just caught a fly with chopsticks like in Kung Fu Panda.
That's true.
Only you could do that, BP. That's the life you live. That's insane. I love it.
We should see their face. That was their face when I did it.
Mr.
So, India, just some words of encouragement because you are the newest of the three of you into the foiling. And a good friend of mine who sails the Moth in Brisbane, his boat is called One Direction.
Amazing.
Because that's all he can do. And just to like make you feel better about not being able to jibe yet, is my very first foiling jibe. I actually wasn't even on board. I had fallen out of the boat. It continued to foil on and then jibed without me. So
I feel like that's going to be me for a while. And I'm also really jealous of that boat name. I'm sad I didn't come up with that.
All right. Okay. So before we get into the other part of this interview, there is a question we have to ask, like favourite boats. So all three of you, this is directed at you. Like, what boats do you get most excited about going sailing?
Go, Mina.
Oh, I think for me, so I recently just tried the switch out at Foiling Week in Lake Garda. And it might also just have to be that I was in Lake Garda and I haven't been there in a minute and it was just such beautiful conditions. But yeah, trying that boat for the first time, it was awesome. The fleet is like super quick. And yeah, it was a very cool boat. So I kind of went over there just to suss it out and I'm pretty happy. Now I'm thinking, okay, how can I get my hands on one of these? So yeah, really
Tommy
enjoyed
Burton's
it.
going to get a call, I'm assuming.
He's been messaging me.
And of course, if that doesn't work out, I've still got that Moth for sale.
Still got it. So yeah, I'll have to say that was pretty fun boat to sail. So yeah, definitely foiling for me. Anything that goes fast. So.
India.
I don't know. I think it's a hard decision at the moment. I'm obviously loving the Mac 2, but I just moved into the 470 3 months ago, so I'm loving that so much. But yeah, a lot of so much technical elements.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And then I've been doing some offshore stuff with the Cookson 50. With the canting keel and everything. So loving that as well.
You're getting every form of sailing.
Tell you what, there's going to be some knowledge come back from this week to that boat. That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, the 470 is a great boat because you're exactly right. It's technical. It teaches you so many things because you learn everything. And they've sailed at a very high
Just like on a 505, eh?
It's not as challenging as a 50. I mean, the 50 we're talking the elite of the class, but it's nice beginner technical boat. So
I always come back to the Moth. I mean, the racing is just awesome, and that Worlds in Garda last year with the turnout with the fleet, and also the faces in the boat park. That was one to remember.
I wonder.
Hang on a second. Hang on. Wait. You know your dad's going to listen to this, don't you? You're going to have to say Matera at some stage.
Yeah.
Matera.
Yeah, Mitre 10 is the Melbourne toilet on Fargo, but yeah, Matera, that's a great boat for sure. IC37, I think we need hundreds of these things in Australia. For sure.
Love it.
Oh, look, I just had to throw that one in there.
I do wonder if any of you guys saw the footage from Sassanats last night with the 50s zooming, and if you saw that, and I'm wondering if any of you got excited by that. Holy!
Did you say last night?
We didn't see much last night.
Not much got seen last night.
First thing this morning when you woke up.
Not much got seen then either.
Well, I'll discuss it later on in the show. But wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
no, we were actually very well behaved, to be honest.
Okay. So
come on.
Let's get on to the battle, the unspoken rivalry. We've got, what's this event that's coming up? The international, what do they call them? Womans? Is that a boat? Champs?
The Women's International Championship. I've finally got the name correct.
Okay.
The New York Yacht Club Women's International Championship. There you go.
Okay. Who's on which boat?
Well, it's me. It's me versus the rest of the world in this podcast right now. So I'm sailing with Katie Spithill and her team, and then I'm up against Mina's on the helm, if I know that correctly, and India. We're going head to head kite trimming. Is that?
Yeah,
is that how
we're going to have a big battle.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
I love it.
Yeah, so India and I are on Karen Gornich's team out at Squadron. And yeah, super stoked. So I'm the co-helm. Karen's our skipper, and just, it's so cool to be on boat racing with her, but also with all the other women that are on our team as well. So we're looking forward to it.
I think just quickly at this point, it's really important to point out that so Jack and Mina's father, David, and Scott Lawson partnered in a boat. They actually partnered in an IC37 and brought it here, and that's kind of how it all started, and has actually lent the boat to both teams. I think we discussed about this a while ago, but both teams have had valuable time on an IC37, albeit this one a little bit different to the one they're going to be sailing in New York. But it's been a valuable time for all parties.
So clearly, Dave's a good bloke. You wonder what happened to his kids, don't you?
No, you can comment on that.
Yeah, I don't know what he did wrong there.
Yeah. So Dave and Scott, very, very, kindly giving him the use of the boat. So it's been good.
So
yeah, I have to back up BP on that sentiment, because not only has he looked after Karen and Mina's team, but he has kindly stretched that to Katie and our team as well, which is really cool. And hopefully together we can help raise the bar for both of our teams going to this event. Raise the standard even. We will be each other's competition, but we'll also be country teammates, which is, I think that's really cool to have.
Yeah,
that
that's
support.
a good point. We'll get right into that in a minute and talk about that. So yeah, there we go. We've now segued into it, Jay.
Well, you can continue on there, BP. You're.
Oh, look, I think it's important that Stace, you're the host of this one. Go on, take it on.
Yeah, so like for those who are listening, so it's the Women's International Championship. It's going to run from anyone want to help me with the exact dates? The 5th, the 14th to the 19th?
23rd.
I think you're getting there a week early.
It's officially the 12th to 19th, but that includes the practice days as well.
Yeah. So it's actually the event to a really cool format here. So they're supplying 20 IC37s, identical boats, 20 of these things on the race course. So you guys had 2 this week at Hamo, right? So that was a cool battle for you guys. So there's going to be 20 of them all lining up on the start line with some serious range of talent. International women's talent on the water, which is, I'm super excited. I don't know what you ladies think about it.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Like, we just got the official crew list was sent out, and just scrolling through those names, I personally, I was just getting so stoked. Like, a lot of my idols are up there, so I definitely will be keen to have a chat in the boat park, but then, being able to race head to head and see how it goes is just, it's an incredible opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be so good to race like 20 boats in like an all-female fleet, and having like just an all-women's regatta at New York Yacht Club is going to be amazing.
I agree. I think you remember we had Karen Gosnich on the show a couple of weeks ago, and obviously she's the squadron, I guess, organizer of this for that team, and sort of put it all together. What she actually said also is that there is also a lot of her old Olympic friends that are in the fleet. So it's going to be a lot of people at a lot of different levels, a lot of different age groups that all have a common passion for performance. So it's going to be a really great regatta to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's the same for me. Like I'm racing, so some of my ex-teammates, like from Volvo around the world, are there. Like, there will be America's Cup sailors, Olympic sailors, and then there's this whole nother generation of sailors that, if we don't know their names yet, we'll know them in a few weeks' time, which is super exciting.
I guess Katie Spitter will be listening into this and going, "Why isn't she getting some time on Baccarati?" I can sense that.
She'll be like, "How many times do I have to ask to come on the show?" You're going to be testing my friendship with us soon.
We haven't had a Spittle on the show.
We're going to have to keep this. We're going to have to do volume 2, Jay.
Oh yeah. No, we're 100%, Katie. 100%. There's no issues, Katie. Trust me at all. Have you guys? I think you've got a ringing coming from the UK, Stace, from memory on your boat, haven't you?
Yeah, we have our token Aussie who lives in the UK, Abby Ella.
Abby. So, India or Mina, have you had any time with Abby Ella at all in your life?
No.
Abby loves it when we talk about her on the show too.
Do the eye rolls.
Yeah. I can hear them rolling from here. It hasn't even gone to air yet.
Abby is a wonderful human being, but she likes being serious, and she gives you these dirty looks when you're starting to annoy her. And I sat next to her at a desk for about, I don't know, 6 months or something, and I spent every day trying to annoy her. It was my favourite thing to do. She is a lovely human being. Can't fault her. But yeah, so if one of the things that you need to start thinking about, and I'm sure being, young, talented, up and coming sailors, you're already working on the banter, and what you can say across the boat. Is that something you train with? The three of you could work together. Jackie could come in, contribute. Everyone could contribute. Is that something you thought about?
No, I haven't thought about it that much. I think it's banter's best if it comes naturally, Yeah,
it just kind of flows between us three for sure.
But you've got to find their weaknesses. So it's a psychological game, right? So you've got to find their weaknesses, and you've got to take them out of their zone, and that's why it's such an important part. And I'm just intrigued, what sort of coaching you guys have had. If you haven't got that developed, like our Australian sailing coaches are letting us down. I think it's time for me to go on a rant, because it's such a critical part of the game.
I will say, between the three of us, I think there's a fine line between banter and bullying. I think sometimes we can steer on the bullying side, so we got to rein it back a little. But that is because we are close. So look, I think our banter with people who we're not as close with, maybe you don't know if you can make those jokes, I think that's going to be okay. But yeah, we got to rein it back sometimes with the three of us, that's for sure.
Love it.
I didn't hear a single word during the week.
Ears were closed, BP. Or maybe you were just loud too.
Did you throw any banter, BP?
What's that?
Did you throw any banter off the boat?
I'm always throwing banter.
Did you and Stacey go at each other?
I got a few looks occasionally from BP.
It was these ones.
Yeah. It was the Viper eyes at me. It was the Abby Viper eyes.
He tried to interrupt your interview with Crosby, I noticed. He sort of, it was like a little hawk doing a flyby, wasn't he?
Well, I was kind of committed. I saw it happening, and I was, the way it was being filmed, I'm halfway down the dock, and then I knew they were filming. And I can't sort of turn around now. I look stupid, so I kept walking. And then as I got past the camera, I turned around and looked at her.
So yeah, what you didn't see was what happened behind the camera with BP. I did my best. You'll know exactly when he's done it, because a little smirk comes across my face, and I try to keep it straight.
So this is part of the game that you guys can bring in. So one of the advantages you have being Australian. I don't know. Is there an Irish team competing?
I don't
Mina,
think so.
you're
not that I'm aware of.
Because they're pretty good.
No.
They're pretty good. They can fire it up. But it's an advantage you can have coming into this event. So I do wonder, so with India and Mina sailing together, have the three of you raced together before?
Who are you talking about? The three of them with Jack?
Jack. India, Mina.
Oh, Jack and I actually did some SEL racing together, and then I did some SEL racing with Mina as well in Denmark. But that's about it, I would say.
Not together?
Yeah, I think this might have been the first regatta all three of us were on the same boat or team. Yeah.
But also, like, growing up, Jack and I raced against each other heaps, and then India and I both sailed the 49er FX at the same time. So then we were competing against each other, but we haven't yet all had ourselves on a separate boat. So I'm keen to see how that would play out, just like 1v1v1. So yeah,
well, you know how you can do that is you can buy my moth, and the three of you can just
we don't need any more boats.
But we're doing a drag race. There's no jibes. It's just a straight line. Keep it even.
Straight line. Do I get a weight pack? Because Jack's got some extra kilos here. That's not fair.
We're gonna have to work out a handicap division.
I'll let you do that, BP.
How much do you weigh, Jack?
Oh, hundreds.
Enough. The beauty of all of this, I've got a never-ending supply of Etchells tacticians, so that's the only reason I'm doing this, just to groom them up to what I want to do.
Yeah. You could.
No.
All right. So, good luck with this regatta coming up. But for the three of you, question: what's your sailing goals? Like, what would you like to achieve in your lifetime? You can do short term, longer term. What's your sailing goals?
For me, since as long as I can remember, even back in the Optia Northbridge, it was around about the time that the America's Cup was going on in San Francisco, and that whole foiling thing was really taking off, and catching wind of that. My dad was watching. For me, the America's Cup's kind of always been the end goal. So all through my youth sailing and the classes I've chosen and the sailing I've done, it's always been about that kind of end goal. And that's taken me down the Olympic route and, wanting success there as well. So, but yeah, SAL GP exists now as well. So I just want it all.
For me, yes, the Olympics is a really big goal, especially moving into the 470. And yeah, I think America's Cup as well is also a really big goal for me moving forward.
Who's coaching in the 470, India?
We've been working with Victor Kovalenko.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, no one has, hey?
That's cool. And Mina?
Go on, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, so for me, I've just come out of the Olympic campaigning in the 49er, and I'm my sights are a bit more set on the foiling world. So with the upcoming Australian Cup team, there's going to be a youth and women's team. Well, at least fingers crossed there will be. I'm pretty sure there has to be. So for next year, I've definitely got my sights set on that short term. And then, yeah, very similar to these guys, America's Cup, SailGP, pretty much, yeah, anything in that sort of world. I would also like to do it all. It's just, trying to get there. So we will see.
Follow-up question.
And Stace, where do you see yourself going?
right this moment to the physio.
I got to say, I'm the same, mate. Don't worry about that.
Best answer, Mina. I want to do it all.
Good.
To be honest, I do still too. So I love it. I love that approach.
Another follow-up question. Jack, what was your ice cream flavour?
Oh, yeah. BP was saying earlier how it took him a while to come around on the salted caramel. Mm-hmm. Those things shouldn't go together in an ice cream, but that's been me through and through from the beginning.
Salted caramel.
Big salted caramel guy. Cookies and cream. Yep, I'll take
Sophisticated palate.
Today, the modern world is just so crazy, isn't it? All these flavors. Like, what happened to the good old blue ribbon vanilla? It freaked me out when that triple flavor came out. The red vanilla and the Neapolitan came out.
The Neapolitan.
I love it.
Okay, so we've got pretzels, we've got salt, we've got Mina. What's yours? Please tell me it's just strawberry or chocolate.
No, I've got a big star in the works. I don't really like ice cream.
Right.
Look, I'm more of like a cookies or a brownie girl, but I'll eat ice cream. But yeah, if I had a choice, it wouldn't be ice cream. Yeah.
Hence, she stopped coming to the ice cream nights in Manly.
Okay, they didn't.
It wasn't that you're paying her off to not turn up and third wheel it. But
this
Jack
is a
told
lie
me he didn't like
carry.
ice cream either. Jack just told me he doesn't like ice cream either, but he kept going. Don't know why.
No. The truth is, Mina loves ice cream, but she said she didn't like it, so India and Jack could have, and she's had to live this lie forever since then because she's such a good sister.
Look, I clocked on way
cream
before either of them did. Let's just say that. I knew it was happening when they didn't, so
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
But Mina says she doesn't like ice cream, but you'll say, "Oh, Mina, do you want to go to Yochi?" And then she'll say yes.
That's not ice cream, though. That is frozen yogurt.
Did you see that?
It's different.
Now that was family finger pointing right there.
I was having some flashbacks to Abiella just then, to be honest.
It was like on my chest, like you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, very cool.
What were those dates again for the regatta?
You said
12
days.
to 19 of September.
September. It's not that far away.
Yes, mid-September. Yeah, we fly in about 2 weeks, so it's all happening.
Newport, Rhode Island. Have you been to Newport before?
What's the feel at the clubs? And hang on a sec, Jake. So sorry, mate.
Sorry.
I didn't. Just at the clubs. So you're obviously RPA, Stace, and you guys are Squadron. Is there much vibe about this at the clubs?
Yeah, I think the RPA is super excited for us, and they're getting behind. They're supporting us getting there. I even think Commodore Rob McClellan is coming to Newport with us to support the team, and I think it's also just a really cool place to go. So
you've got a bit of a sponsor as well. I saw.
Yes, yeah. So we're fortunate enough to bring on a sponsor. So we've had a team, Women Racing. I came up with that name because we're women and we go racing. So a lot of thought went into it. Very clever.
Super logical.
It is. I was always told that's how you name a team. What are you? Who are you? And what are you doing? So
the bar karate team is just idiots racing.
Yeah. Or sometimes just idiots. But yeah, we've signed on with Shaw and Partners Financial Services to be Shaw and Partners Women Racing. So we're keeping it obvious, which is awesome because as both Mina and India know, it's for us Aussies. I mean, anywhere in the world's a long way away, but Newport, Rhode Island is a challenging destination to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So any support, and I know Karen's been doing a lot with your team too to sort of get some awareness of what we're doing and where we're going, to get some backing. So every bit, all the support really helps for us to go there and to relieve a bit of burden on the financial burden and the logistics to get there. So now, like, both our teams can just like head down and race hard when we get there.
If people want to throw some money at it and give you guys encouragement, I think it's a full tax deduction because is it through the Australian Sports Federation? Is that right?
Yep.
What's
That's
the detail?
correct.
How can they find it? What's the best thing to do?
So for the Squadron team, we've got our Squadron Foundation page. So it's just on Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron. And then, that's a tax deductible donation that you can make straight to the foundation. And if you just comment and say that it's specifically for our team, then hopefully that'll come across to us.
Cool. And I guess you're the same.
Yeah, and we've got the same on it. We've got a website, womenracing.com.au. Don't quote me on that. And it's the same. We've got Australian Sports Foundation, but both teams have got some pretty cool social media going on right now as well. So I think you should be able to follow the links. Shameless plug, but I'm going to plug us both. So I think it's really cool. Australia's got some rich history in Newport, Rhode Island in sailing. So and having two teams, so that's a minimum of 20 sailors, female sailors from Australia on the ground in Newport. It will be fun. It will be exciting. It'll be good racing.
Especially if you're doing it as part of the New York Yacht Club, because you get a lot more access in Newport through the New York Yacht Club. It's pretty cool. Sorry, India.
I was going to say, the squadron's been super supportive. I'm pretty sure our offshore team is bigger than our sailing team going to the event.
Is that right? Wow.
Everyone's really getting around it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, I think we might call it there because we've sort of chewed through our time. This has been a ton of fun. Like, it went way quicker than I was expecting. So, but very much wishing you guys the best on this event and with your goals. Thanks for spending time with us on Barkarati.
Thanks so much for having us.
Well, sorry, brothers and sisters talking over each other. What's new there? No, always a pleasure to be on here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, and thanks so much for having us.
I think we do need to do volume 2. I think we need to do a wrap up after the regatta.
Well, that's a given. That's a given.
Maybe we'll get Katie on.
We'll get Katie on before. Don't worry about that.
That's extreme. That's extreme.
Very cool. See you later.
Cheers.
See you on the water soon, ladies.
And Jack. Oh, well, we'll touch base a little bit more on Hamilton Island Race Week in detail later. But I've got to say that sailing with these young sailors gives me a little bit of a lease on life, although my body can't handle it much more.
You know what you need? Go on.
It's super cool. And what do I need?
Bit of Radix Nutrition to get
Jake,
you bouncing
what do I need?
right back.
Oh, of course it would.
Yeah,
I just did
rub it all over your sore muscles.
Probably doesn't work for that, but you can jump onto the Radix and it'll give you functional nutrition for everyday vitality. So it might bounce you back up. If you're interested in trying out the Radix and being able to bounce back real quick, then just go to Radix Nutrition and then use Barkarati as the discount code and get a discount on us. And
what is Stace doing?
I don't know. I was just.
I've also got my. This is how I bounce back.
Yeah. How you bounce back, I agree. And then, of course, you are obviously, if you are going to be doing regattas like Hamo, which everyone wants to do, you need to step away from work, then our friends at disruptormarinemarketing.com.au are the place to go if you're in a marine business and you get most of your work from reputation or word of mouth, but maybe missing a few leads or just not following up fast enough. Disruptor Marine Marketing has a system that fixes that.
24/7 AI receptionist that you're never going to miss a call or inquiry again. And they set up a referral system that doubles your referred leads in 60 days, or you don't pay. So they'll show you how many leads and sales you're currently missing in a free 30-minute demo. Just book it at disruptormarinemarketing.com.au. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're in a marine business, they'll be able to help you out. Disruptor, DISRUPTA. Cool.
That would have been super helpful this week, because when you're racing a hammer, you just can't get any other life work admin done, can you? You get in off the water and it's too tired.
Even though the races are, like relatively short. I mean, probably the longest one we did was the last day, which was about 30 miles. And then obviously the 3 windward leeward days. You get down there, 9 o'clock, you do your little briefing, you get down there, you do the thing, and then by the time you know it, you're back in, it's 3:30, and you've got to go to the table of knowledge at the tavern and make sure everything's right.
and you held that table well this week too.
Did you like that?
I have to say yes, yeah.
So
I always knew where to find you each afternoon.
So Jay, basically we could probably do something here and do something a bit more radical if you want. We got a little bit of time? No, we'll do it a bit later. Do it in a minute.
Okay.
No, but basically we with one Bradshaw Kellett. Sort of took control of a table at the top of the stairs of the tavern, and that's basically our table, and we had it the whole time.
Wow, very cool. Hard to believe that that's the sort of behaviour coming from Bradshaw. Completely unbelievable. But anyway, all right, we'll come back to that. Events. We got a few.
Go for it.
Ilka Worlds, ladies and gentlemen. So the 7 metres. The men's world Ilka 7 world champs have started as this is being recorded. So this is Sunday, 23rd August through to Sunday, 30th of August in Ireland, Dunlochair. And then on September 5th, Saturday 12th, we've got the Ilka 6 women's world champs in the same location. So good luck to everyone competing in that. I had one of Australia's hopefuls crash over here last week and have to put up with me crapping on about how to be a good sailor. So good luck, Mara. But yeah, all the Australian sailors, all the sailors competing in that have a great event. Great place to go. Any sailing in Ireland is good sailing, if you ask me. Great place to hang out. Another thing that's coming up, the Maxi Worlds and the Rolex Swan Cup. Stacey, you got any gigs there? You going?
No, because these events, they all clash with the New York Women's International Championship.
I wondered. Yep.
Which you've got the dates event for right here, which we were trying to work out a little while ago.
Yeah, we just had to scroll down.
It just goes to show how our run sheet reading goes, isn't it?
Yes.
We've been busted, Stace.
We've been busted
that there's no run sheet reading in this group.
Well, all right. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the Maxi world. There's been a lot of comms. Me, Bicey, and a few people are having some serious comms this week talking about some of the new technology and things like that are going to be going on. No one wants to talk ahead of the Worlds, so we've got to follow up. So the Maxi Worlds run 6 to 12 in Porto of September, and then the Swan Cup 13 to 19. So that'll be very cool. One of the great spots. We do have at the Maxis, I think they've got the Maxi 1 World Champs and then the Maxi Grand Prix World Champs. So 2 different classes. Defending champs is Galatea in the Maxi 1 class. Oh, do we know someone on that boat? I think we did.
No, I don't know. Can't remember.
And then
must be someone, in our travels that we've bumped into that we know. We're pretty good like that.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Nick Bice. I think he's heading over that way. He's on a plane as we speak. And then the Django 7X winning the Maxi Grand Prix class. So plenty to see there. So that one will be of interest. What else have we got coming up? I had a bit of fun here. I'm going to enjoy this one. We've got a couple of other things. 6th of September, Pleasant Point Yacht Club opening day. I thought I'd just give a free plug to our New Zealand friends who have been very positive, and we've had a lot of comms with them over the years. So for anyone over Pleasant Point Way, which is a lovely sounding name for a yacht club, isn't it?
Sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah. 14 World Skiffs are still underway. They are underway as far as I can see in Canada. So if you want to have a bit of a view of that, then jump online and check that out. But yeah, a few events coming up. Jack Lloyd Listener of the Week. It's that time of the month where we award the Listener of the Month. Our friends at Vycobi putting up a couple of $100 worth of gear, and the best email gets that. I want to focus in on that this week, if that's all right by you two.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's two. I've narrowed it down to two. So Phil Sherrer's email, copying New Zealand, or Stephen Watts. So I can sort of quickly remind you, if I can find it through all the millions of PR things that we're getting these days. So Stephen Watts was just finished listening to episode 370. I want to thank you and the team of idiots for the great plug. Now, here's the important part. Hello, BP, other chaps, and Stacey. Stacey, that was a good thing?
It's still my vote. It's still my vote.
Okay, so that's important. We gave the SAR Illawarra a plug, and then he went on to discuss SAR Lab and how it works. And he went on to discuss the SAR Lab thing, and as a science teacher of 30 years, how he could see the enormous work that's gone into the program, and the reminding how you want to do reach out amongst the school fraternity and said he was going to go about all that and stuff. So I think there's a couple of reasons. One, that response to SAR Lab, and he was going to promote it. But then to actually acknowledge, I think one of the discussions Stace and I have all the time, that, everyone says lads, blokes, and no one's sort of, Stacey, like either the standard or Stacey is a good way to...
Yeah. So for an example on this, just a little bit off topic, we were at Hammer. It's been windy, so every time you docked in, you sort of helped your neighbour onto the dock because it was a bit loose some days in the marina. And after the third time of helping my neighbours 3 days in a row, and I got called, thanks bloke, thanks bud, cheers lads, I've stopped catching their dock lines. You know what? You've got it. I don't need to help. So my vote still goes for.
I love it. So I'm kind of with you on that one as well.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, okay. And Phil Sherrer's email was about Aussie stealing the Kiwi idea when it came to SAR Lab, but it then went on to say how they were different and how much they make a difference. So they're both similar programs talking about that SAR Lab program, and which we were very proud to put on the show. But yeah, that whole differentiation and awareness makes Stephen Watts the winner. I think we've all voted for Stephen.
Yep.
Yeah, and plus he's doing a power of work to get promote some racing and sailing. So it's an easy one for us. But people that are doing all the work behind the scenes, they always get a slight advantage in my mind. And I don't care if people disagree with me on that or not. All right, very cool.
So he'll probably...
Go, Stace. I'll just cancel that.
Sorry. I was just going to say he's probably going to get one of these nice, cool Vycobi bar karate T-shirts that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, you look very cool, Stace. You're loving it. Okay, now let's try that again.
It's hot time with Bice.
With the standard.
Oh, well.
We probably need to update that. And just, have you got a sound clip for crickets?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're trying to challenge
hot time
me.
with the crickets.
Oh.
Hi, team.
Hello.
We've got an intruder.
Yeah, we've got an intruder. This is great. All right. Well, we might as well just roll into it while we're doing hot time. This looks like Bradshaw Kellett just popping his head in.
Yeah, some bloke by the name of Brett Perry's been my flatmate for the last week, and I received a link earlier.
Okay.
Hopefully.
And you opened it without any questions.
None at all. But we have lots to talk about from Hamilton Island.
Your timing couldn't be perfect. We literally have just introed into Hamo, so we'll just keep rolling. So, Brett, do you want to lead or Stace? One of you two?
Oh,
well,
look,
I led all
Go
week, so perhaps I should go.
It's true. Her boat was 6 feet bigger. What do you expect?
Yeah, it is true.
No. Look, as we said, and Bradshaw Kellett was our navigator on board, and he was very happy because he didn't touch the ground. So, but we know how difficult it is around here with the ground, and Hamilton Island really turned it on. So we'll talk about the good stuff first, the racing itself, and Bradshaw can back us up on this one. The first 3 days, pretty windy, wasn't it?
How good was it? Just trade winds and lots of breeze, lots of waves. It was just game on from day one. And
yeah, 100%. So
there was
there was a lot of divisions. Obviously, we're not going to go through all the divisions and all that sort of stuff, but it was a pretty special week for all involved. From the racing boats through to the non-spinnaker cruisers, it was pretty big week of sailing.
I think it was one of the bigger weeks for entrants that we've had in the last few years. So it's nice to see Hamilton Race Week on the up again.
Sure is, Stace. And I think everyone just was thrilled to be on the island again. And everyone just seemed so happy to see each other. And it was just a great community again.
Even in the rain.
Well, this is it, Jay. It was obviously rainy down in Sydney. I'm assuming it would have been raining in Mooloolaba, but I can tell you there was definitely even rain here. So it was wet weather gear every day, actually.
And 35 knots of breeze going up Dead Passage in one of the starts. It was just spectacular.
Yeah, there was some pretty wild wipeouts.
Carnage.
But of course, there was also a little nasty incident revolving around some mates that we actually met on the way up, and they were on a Oyster 82 footer and had an incident. We don't quite know the ins and outs of it, but unfortunately the boat was lost. So it was, really quite a horrific moment. And it's always horrible when we lose a boat, and it doesn't matter where or when it happens, but luckily all people were safe. It was pretty horrible to see.
I got to ask. Jay? So, as far as I'm aware, it was 30 meters of water where that accident happened. Like, it was deep water, right? Obviously, up at Hamo, there's what's known as Surprise Rock, which sort of just sticks up out of the water. It wasn't anywhere near Surprise Rock.
No,
because it was just going around a mark, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nah, can't speculate.
Yeah, so no one knows.
No idea. Yeah, no one knows.
No.
Wow.
But what was really like spooky and a real reality check for a lot of us, we actually sailed on the last day. Our course took us right past where it's still upside down and floating, and they've secured it, like anchored it there. But to sail past it, it's a real reality check for what we do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, needless to say, we kept off the corners a little bit further that
day. as navigators do.
I think there's like an oyster, they're doing a around the world thing, and it was probably part
They
of
were
that,
doing
right?
the arc around the world, yes, and they were British, American and German sort of consortium, if you like. It was a beautiful boat, and commiserations absolutely to them, because they must be absolutely gutted, to be honest.
A few ex-Olympians on board, so it's just a shame.
Oh, well, there's the problem. There's the problem.
Yeah.
What else was standouts for the week? Obviously, the weather was good. There was plenty of wipeouts. We got a fleet. We had the Super 40s up there, the TPs. So we got some, probably less of the 100-footers. I'm guessing it was only Warrow was up there, I'm assuming.
There was that, and the Maritimo cruising racing, and there was a couple of Swan 80s. There was obviously the Oysters. You get your usual sort of array, but no Comanche, no Infotrack or whatever they're called, and Law Connect or whatever.
So the action was in
Bell Partners or whatever they're going to be called again. It was actually the Super 40 class was quite strong with obviously eight boats, but the Cape 31s were all racing the same division.
Oh, yeah.
So there was quite a good element of Grand Prix race boats here. So it was good.
Pesky little flies on the start line,
weren't
God.
They?
So, you know what?
Right, ACS in front of you, not getting out of your way.
We've got the sizes that were standing out of the Admiral's Cup, Sardinia Cup size boats, right? That 50-40 class, and then obviously the Cape 31s, which
and TP52s was a very solidly competed class. So yeah, and all the names that we were sailing them as we touched on, the youth coming through, and obviously the mix of the likes of Bradshaw Killett.
And then Gordon Maguire not going for a swim on the first light.
Yes. Well, we've got if Stacey sort of can show us the picture of Gordon Maguire on her shirt there, that's what he was doing. On first.
There
he is at the
back in the 90s.
So,
I remember that day very well.
Yeah.
Shows how old I am.
Yeah.
I have to give the shout out. I last minute joined Greg Watson's Touche 42, and it's an H&H 42. We were in that Super 40 division with you guys. And I have to shout out to him. He had a really nice bunch of guys on board, but again, we had two really young guys. We had a 20-year-old bowman who I just kept asking, how do you know how to do this already? Like I was 20, I got to do the kicker, like kind of thing. So, and then we had another young guy from Melbourne who was trimming the main, like he'd been doing it all his life. And it was really cool to see.
That's right, States. I still remember your first great race with me.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
Love
it. Cool. Well, anyway, so Bradshaw, as a surprise sort of guest into that last little part of the show, what was a standout for you for this Hamo?
Definitely sailing with someone had never done the bow before, really. So watching Bobby Wilmot get up there and lead the way, that was definitely a highlight.
I think
really?
I think I've got some footage of it somewhere. I can't wait to see it. Have you got it?
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, just to mention Bobby Wilmot again, he and Susan Wilmot's form last night, stealing a buggy and driving halfway up the hill.
So here's
Before they realised they'd stolen someone else's buggy with the buggy master key.
So paint the picture. So Susan and Bob Wilmot obviously were sharing a house with Bradshaw, and I sailed together on Matero with the Fergusons and the Lawsons, and so it was very much a family affair. And obviously Brad and I go back a little bit, but Bobby and Susan decided to leave the party last night and get into a buggy and get halfway up the hill and get pulled over. And they go, we've stolen this buggy. And they thought they were getting pulled over.
There was actually an indicator left on the steering column and realised it wasn't their buggy.
Wow.
So anyway.
One of the great joys of Hamo Island is the buggy experience. It's
absolutely.
I got to say, right now, as of the first day, Bradshaw and I both made a pact that we are anti-buggy.
They're buggy free
because there was a lot of people I think are in a bit of trouble with the constabulary.
And Brett Perry and I still hold our driver's license out of this week, so it's all good.
It is exactly what happens. That exact thing.
So I guess you want to just touch on a couple of results just really quickly. Yeah. So Div 1, Wild Oats, the 60 obviously, which is really cool that it's up here.
Yep. Looked like it was sailed really well.
And that was on the last day that they did that. They were sailing against First Light, the Highly Sprung. So they were in the TP 52 sort of division, if you like, but they managed to get that. And so that was that's IRC, raced under IRC. So, that was pretty cool. And then Division 2, I'm just going to it now just to help you out. Division 2. So Icon, Seeking Alpha, FAR 40, so that's cool. And Obsession, which was, I believe, Obsession is a matte 12 metre. So that was some good mixed results there.
They're nice.
Melbourne and Obsession's a WA boat.
Correct. Okay, so a long way to come for Hamo Island. I used to think it was hard going back to Adelaide days from here.
Yeah.
So that was that. Super 40s. Well, it was a pretty tight week, and I can tell you from the sailing. So Black Sparrow, Peter Higgins, which is a 46. Not sure what design that is. Anyone know what design it is?
It's a Carkeek.
Carkeek. Okay. So Carkeek 46. Yeah. Quite an interesting looking boat, quite standard actually. And then Fargo, our sort of sister ship, actually, they sailed really, really great race.
Actually,
and,
what
whereas that was an IC37. Same as us, but whereas we stole defeat from the jaws of victory, they seemed to steal victory from the jaws of defeat. So it was a great regatta for them.
What rating
Team
system?
Hollywood.
What rating system are you looking those results on?
This is the Super 40.
Yeah, but is that ORC or IRC or what?
It was based off of ORC. Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at the ORC because I've got.
Yeah, but they actually created a number for Super 40, so it was the SFR. So Black Sparrow, Fargo, Team Hollywood.
Okay.
And then we were fourth, so we were happy with that.
Okay.
I guess.
Because I'm looking at the IRC results and going, what are you talking about? Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Don't look at IRC.
Okay.
Then we've got it all. So we go right through all that stuff. So I just wanted to touch base a little bit there. There were some big names out of that lot. Hamilton Island, blue, pink, yellow, orange, green, non-spinning Australia yachts.
Yeah.
Multi-hull racing, multi-hull cruising, multi-hull. Oh, it's just it was pretty cool to see such a broad array of boats. Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay.
Cool. Hamo, done. Okay, so you guys, did you get to see Sail GP at all? Anybody?
I watched day one today on the way home.
Yeah?
Spectacular stuff.
Spectacular.
Great race.
New speed record.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it, so go on, Bradshaw. Have a commentary with Jay about it because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I think Slinger's to get 2 wins off the board first off. That was a good effort, but then he went to last in his fleet. And the A fleet was all pretty mixed. I had to get on a plane before I finished the A fleet racing, but I didn't see their results. But great racing, and 10 o'clock tonight, Sydney time. That's back on, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was very good. So Sassenets, remember the fastest speed on the 50s?
Ah, yes.
Was at Sassenets last year. And so we're in
Done
Germany.
again, has it?
It's boy, did it go again! Holy dooly!
Like the clappers.
Yeah, it's at 57 knots now, 107.63 kilometres an hour, right? And
They're almost up with Lasso.
Yeah, exactly, but not sustained over 500 metres, obviously. But
No, definitely not.
yeah. There was a real coaching moment there. So I think, geez, who was it? Might have been Denmark and France or something. They did who was the one who got the fastest record? I think it's Denmark. Anyway, I think it might have been Spain and sorry, Bradshaw, do you remember?
Yeah, Denmark had it.
Yeah, and
But
then
I think got it.
Who's got it?
Yes, the French.
French, that's right. Yeah,
Oh.
but they took a much broader, slower turn, and the two boats that went inside got like 105 or 106 or something, and then just fully cavitated on their foils and nosedived. But the French did a long, slow turn around the outside of them, got the highest speed and was able to sail through. So there's a coaching moment if you want to actually draw your turn out a bit, and you'll be able to. It's more controllable. It was really noticeable. There was some interesting stuff going on. A couple of the bottom mark turns as they're turning upwind, a couple of the boats were leaving the foil down and getting height off the bottom mark, which was very interesting. But plenty of gust. It was coming off the land, black little gusts, and the big pressure shifts, and it was just super cool to watch. The interesting thing, New South Wales Police have issued a speeding fine for the Australian team. They got a $481 fine.
Beautiful.
Which is a good bit of humour. So the Australian social media team shared that, which I thought was pretty bloody funny. So, yeah. But actually, hang on, I'll have a look. I've got the weather models here in front of me. I'll just tell you if it's going to be windy or not. But keep going. Any other things stood out for you, Bradshaw or Stace or anyone?
No, I have to admit I haven't watched it. I've been sort of
it's definitely worth watching.
consumed by Hamilton Island.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a bit of a problem here now because I've got Jack and India here with me, and we've decided we're going to watch the Formula One. We're going to have going on.
Yeah. You're gonna have another late. You're gonna have another late night.
You'll have to split screen it.
And Grand Prix. Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, it's a pretty windy part of the world, so I'm pretty sure that it'll have some puff again about it. So
I think it's 20 to 25. I'm just going through the weather model, so I've got all that. So I'm pretty certain it's going to be 20 to 25 with big pressure changes going through the course from the modelling I'm looking at. So yeah.
Going to keep it interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, very cool.
And great spectating.
Put it this way, they couldn't pull the boats out last night. They got 3 boats out on the cranes and they couldn't get the rest out, so they've left them in the water. So that gives you some idea. There's plenty on. So I think 3 boats. They're hoping they'll be able to get the 3 in. Looking at the behind the scenes comms.
Again, it'll be better than just 3 boats racing.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
Yeah.
I know where you're going. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I'm back on the board at the CYCA and looking forward to contributing back to my sport that's given me so much in life. I wanted to mention that we've got the Solace dinner coming up for Safety of Life at Sea charity that my very generous father contributes a lot of time and effort to creating. That's on the Friday, the 18th of September. Got Grant Simmer as the head speaker. And if anyone in Sydney is available on the Friday, 18th of September, go on cyca.com.au and sign up for a table. And, that'll be great. But
have a go at Bradshaw, just taking full control of an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget our Blue Water point score coming up and the great race, the Rolex Sydney Hobart. We've got 60 entrants so far, 124 days to go to Boxing Day.
So what's that race called?
Can't wait.
What's that race called?
I don't know. The Great Race.
Bathurst.
That's it. Go around in laps and laps.
Because now Hamo's over. Before we know it, it's going to be Bird Island. It's going to roll around the calendar. We'll be straight back into it again. Is it Flinders? Sorry.
September.
Talk about islands. Talk about islands. There's been a bit of a race around Britain, an island race.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's just.
I was just looking at
that.
It's
been happening. So, has anyone got any information on that, Jay? I've been too busy, honestly, to check. So, what's been going on with that?
Well,
with the pace, the Volvo 70.
There you
Nailed
go.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I knew you'd have your finger on the pulse because
I always like to know where the Volvo 70s are going and how quickly
they
are they going.
They hold a dear spot in your heart, don't they?
They do, yeah. They're cool boats. So, looks like everyone's on IRC the pace has taken it out. So it took them just under 7 days to do the race, which is pretty epic feat for them. And the Sunfast, they're close to 12 days doing this race, so it's not an easy.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Back in the maiden, I think it was like 5.5, so 7 is pace on.
So the that race always delivers because it's just a wild part of the world to sail in.
I just can't imagine going around Ireland in the UK, to be honest.
It's a big one. That's a challenging event.
Not warm either.
I am a fan of the Palinade, which was into second, and then so I'd happily have a ride on that thing if anybody's listening.
Well, I'll go on the 70. You go on that, and we'll have a race.
I'll stick to McGubb 80. Thanks, guys.
Love it.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that was a bloody good chat, eh?
Fantastic.
Thanks for having me on.
What about that surprise guy that just sort of butted in? Where did he come from?
It's very unlike Bradshaw to come in on anything. It's very
No, I'm normally sitting behind Brett Perry. What a week we had.
Yeah, no, it was fun, mate. It was good. And, as I said during the actual interview with the guys and girls that we sailed with, it was a great week, and Stace, it was great to see you and sail against you. It was good fun. Actually, we've had a bit of time together the last couple of months in Hawaii and here, and so it's been good.
Yeah, it's cool. We got Jordan. You got to get involved. We go racing against each other everywhere. You should join us.
Oh, super keen. The only problem with my role.
Well, you know the beauty.
I have to be here.
You know the beauty of Hamo this week, mate, is there was all these big, huge, ultra-modern racing sort of cruising catamarans, mate. I was expecting to see an average-sized human with a very large head sailing past at one stage.
Yep. I'll be there.
Yeah. I've got one coming next year. We're good. I'll sail anything. I'm ready. I've missed out. I haven't done a lot of sailing in the last few years. I've done a lot of talking about sailing, no sailing, and that's
well. I can tell you that the Cure 55 or the those boats, whatever they're called, those style of boats, the way they were sailing them, it's very you.
Fast.
They look fast, but they look very comfortable.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. There's no hiking involved there, and there's no tipping over. It's just put your drink down on the table, and it's there when you've tacked.
No boat's going to tip over when I'm on the windward rail, I can tell you that. Well, according to my wife.
Very good. All right, guys.
Righto, BP, Stace, Jordan.
Thanks,
nice
mate.
To see you all.
Thanks for popping in, Bradshaw.
It was lovely sharing the table of knowledge with you.
Oh, yeah. Well, we just talked about that before you came on. So, all
there
good.
You go. Okay.
Righto. See you later.
Guys.
All right. See you, mate. See you, everyone.
Right.
That's it. Barkarati for the week. We are going to sign out. Thank you very much for reaching out and listening to us. Cheers at barkarati.com.au if you want to get in touch with us. Our friends at Radix Nutrition, jump online, use Barkarati's discount code, disruptormarinemarketing.com.au, and you can go sailing and never have to worry about your business again. And beyond that, fantastic. It's been great. Keep sailing. And of course, CYCA got all these amazing events on, as Bradshaw said. And our friends at Vicody. We love you guys. Very cool. Got some free hats, I think, at the moment. Check it out.
Oh, more free hats.
Can't wait for one of them. Like that.